So I heard some shit. I think everybody's going to like. That's what I heard. Now I got to tell you about it. Caitlin Cooper. Everybody knows who Caitlin Cooper is. Caitlin Cooper had Rick Carlisle on her show. And Rick Carlisle confirmed that Benn Mathurin is expected to start this year. Benn Mathurin's gonna fucking start! Run me my money. FanDuel Sportsbook, run me my money. Most improved player of the year? Do I hear it? What's the over-under on Benn Mathurin scoring 20 points per game this year? He gives me 16 off the bench already. 15.9 for his career, giving me 16 off the bench. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if it's going to be 20, but it'll be in the ballpark. I'm going to say anywhere from 19 to 20 points per game for Benn Mathurin as a starter, I think. I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all. And you know, when I started hearing about the Victor Oladipo shit, I was a little concerned at first. I was like, damn, like, I'm going to tell you what, okay? When I heard about Indiana potentially bringing in Victor Oladipo, I was a little worried because I was thinking to myself, damn, right? Like, I think we were all thinking that. Like, damn, like, the front office really doesn't trust Bennedict Mathurin. They really don't think he's it, right? Like, I think we all thought that. Like, when I started hearing about the Victor Oladipo shit, I was kind of like, even my first video on it, I was like, I don't want Victor Oladipo if he's going to take minutes away from Bennedict Mathurin. But then they brought Oladipo in for a workout, and I thought about it. And I was like, you know, at the current point in their careers, Bennedict Mathurin's a better player than Victor Oladipo. And I was like, why in the world would they bring Victor Oladipo in to start if they have Bennedict Mathurin? And then Caitlin Cooper confirmed my suspicion that Bennedict Mathurin's going to start, and they're looking for somebody to replace Bennedict Mathurin off the bench. That's what they're looking for. I like it. I'm just going to say it. I like it. I like it a lot, okay? Because I think this is the opportunity that Bennedict Mathurin needs. Like, this is the moment we've been fucking waiting for, ain't it? We've been waiting for this moment for a while. And Bennedict Mathurin's finally going to get his opportunity to show us what he's made of. And to be fair, like, I understand there's people who didn't love what he did in the playoffs. He had a couple games. He had a game here and there that was pretty good, but that was about the most of it. But, like, I think to myself, like, this whole time, I was like, damn, like, Mathurin's in a contract year, and they're not going to let him start, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially in this situation where it's like, you really get a chance to see what you got. So now, starting lineup, going to be Andrew Nembhard, Bennedict Mathurin, Aaron Nesmith, Siakam, and likely James Wiseman. Like, if I was picking anybody, James Wiseman or Jay Huff, one of the two. I'm not expecting much out of this squad, boys. I'm going to throw that out there right now. I'm not expecting much out of this squad, okay? I know there's people talking playoffs and people saying, like, you know, we're this good, we're that good. Honestly, I don't want to make a prediction until I see what the final product is. I don't want to make a prediction until I see the first game and I'm like, okay, like, is this something that could work? You know, I think we'll be a solid team. Like, I don't think we're going to be anything astronomical. I'm just telling you right now. Like, we'll probably be a play-in team, if I'm being honest with you. But I do want to say this. This season just got a whole hell of a lot more exciting for me. Because I'm like, yo, like, I've been waiting for this. Like, I know, like, we all know. You know what I'm saying? We've seen flashes of it. We know what Bennedict Mathurin can do, right? He's had moments. You know, like, I think we all remember his rookie year when he called out LeBron in the first game he played before the Lakers and then went out there and actually held his own against LeBron. So I'm like, all right, like, I can fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can get down with what he's doing. You know, if he's going to talk shit and then back it up, like, get a golf clap, you know what I'm saying? But I think we've all been waiting for this, man. Like, I'm happy that, like, it seems like they're finally adhering to kind of what we want. They're like, they understand that this season, like, championship aspirations are a little bit out the window, but anything is possible. It's just the idea, we're going to see what Nembhard looks like at point. We're going to see what Mathurin looks like as a starter. We're going to see what Wiseman or Huff looks like at center. You know, we're going to get some more minutes out of Jarris Walker. Like, I kind of knew that's what the season was going to be, by the way. Like, I was like, yo, once Halliburton went down and Miles went to Milwaukee, I was like, all right, like, we did lose 2 key pieces of the starting 5. It makes sense for them to just try to see what we got. You know, like, is this, like, the whole purpose of this season is like, okay, can Andrew Nembhard play point guard? That's the first thing they're going to look at, right? Can Andrew Nembhard potentially play point guard the whole season and not commit a shit ton of turnovers? That's the varying factor here. Can Andrew Nembhard play point guard? Can he improve his ball handling enough to where he can play point guard competently? Then you got Bennedict Mathurin, where it's like, we're going to see if Bennedict Mathurin really evolves his game outside of what it has been. A little bit of shot creating, but anything great. The catch and shoot really hasn't been great, but Bennedict Mathurin has his moments. You know what I'm saying? Bennedict Mathurin has his moments where, like, you look at him and you're like, I see Anthony Edwards in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, obviously he's not Anthony Edwards, but, like, you see, like, bits and pieces sometimes where, like, he'll do something that really impresses you, and you're like, yeah, like, more of that. And I'm just excited for that. I'm excited to see what Bennedict Mathurin does as a starter. Suddenly, like, this season where I was like, damn, like, they're really going to bring Benn Mathurin off the bench. Now, though, I'm like, shit, boy. I'm like, let me get my fucking binoculars out and put them upside down and shit. Like, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready, coach. Put me in. You know, like, I'm so excited for this. Like, I don't think you guys understand how excited I am for this, because I, like, the whole time, man, we've been like, yo, when is Bennedict Mathurin gonna get a chance? When are you gonna give him the opportunity? And then, like, he gets the opportunity with Halliburton being out and Miles leaving, and I'm like, bro, they really not gonna play Ben as the starter? Like, we was all like, you really not gonna play him as a starter? Like, and then they started talking about Oladipo, and I'm like, bro, no, like, I get it. Like, I get the nostalgia. Like, I get it. I understand the Oladipo from the nostalgia standpoint, but I'm like, bro, like, Mathurin is a better player, and they're really gonna bring in Oladipo and fuck that up? Like, I'm sorry, but to me, like, I obviously, like, they haven't done anything with Oladipo yet, but I'd have been very upset if they brought in Oladipo and then gave him the starting spot over Mathurin. I'm sorry, like, I get it. I understand for the vibes, like, I get that, but, like, Benn Mathurin deserves this opportunity, man. Like, I think we all know that. In the back of our minds, even the people that doubt Bennedict Mathurin, like, I'm starting to notice more and more Bennedict Mathurin doubters as time goes on. But even the people that doubt him know. They're like, there's something there. Like, there's something there we just gotta see. Like, I just want a peek. Like, can you give me a fucking peek? I just want a peek. And then, like, there were times this past season where, like, he got to start a little bit, but didn't get to start the whole time. And like, so, like, this is, like, the opportunity that Benn Mathurin needs. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. If he shows out, like, if Bennedict Mathurin comes out and just takes the fucking league by fire and becomes, like what Brandon Miller was for the fucking Charlotte Hornets, Indy might not be as dead as we think, boys. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, if Bennedict Mathurin comes out and can be for us what Brandon Miller was for the Charlotte Hornets, if Halliburton come back next year and we still got Siakam and we keep the roster together and Bennedict Mathurin is just that much better, same thing with Jarris Walker, and Andrew Nembhard is a little bit of a better ball handler and a better decision maker and passer and all this other stuff, we might not be as far out of the fucking NBA Finals again as we were initially thinking. You know, like, yeah, I understand this season's kind of a wash, okay? I think everybody kind of understands it. Anybody with, like, a little bit of a conscience understands that, like, yeah, this season's maybe gonna be that one little, like, the hiccup year. You know what I'm saying? Where we're like, okay, we're going to see if the young guys we have are worth keeping around. Because, like, Bennedict Mathurin, I think with Bennedict Mathurin specifically, if you want to determine what you really got in him and what he's worth, you have to let him start. Like, that's why I was just so kind of baffled by the Oladipo move. I was like, I already didn't like Oladipo for leaving us, for trying to bet on himself and make more money going to Miami or somewhere. But you're going to bring him back and, like, shit all over the young boy you got sitting on the bench that's averaging 16 a game, that it's like if you made him a starter, you'd probably be a 19, 20 point per game scorer. You know, like to me, that just didn't sit right with me. I was like, Bennedict Mathurin has earned this opportunity, man. Bennedict Mathurin has been here. Okay, he got injured, not this past year, but the year before, and didn't play as much. But when he did play, he was a 16 point per game scorer. I'm like, and I don't care what you think about Oladipo or what Oladipo used to be. All right, I don't think he's doing that at that age anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Oladipo giving us 16 points per game. That's all. Like, yeah, he might give us some nice moments off the bench, but he ain't starter material anymore. So that's why I didn't get it. That's why I was a little bit like, You know, that's why I raised my eyebrow at that a little bit. I was like, okay, like, if you want to bring Oladipo in for the vibes because you're not going to have James Johnson, and maybe you want to replace Benn Mathurin's bench scoring if you're going to make him start, okay, we can have a conversation. But I still didn't like the way that he did us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was a little... I'm going to be honest, if I was Benn Mathurin, I would have felt disrespected. You know, especially if I knew the history. You know, like, oh, this is a guy who was like a star player for you in the past, and, you know, I've been here holding it down, scoring 16 points per game off the bench. This is my opportunity, and you're going to bring in the fucking washed up star that, you know, left you guys high and dry, because Halliburton's injured and you don't believe in me. You know what I'm saying? Like the message that would have got sent there, I just think would have been bad for team morale. It wouldn't have been good for Benn Mathurin. Like, I'm glad now. You know what? I'm happy. Whatever comes of this season, I can't be mad about. Because we're going to get Nembhard, we're going to get Mathurin, we're going to get Jarris Walker, we're going to see what Wiseman and Huff can do. Siakam's going to be Siakam. Nesmith is hopefully going to continue to be Nesmith, so long as Andrew Nembhard can get him the ball the way Halliburton can, which is a very, very big ask. So I'm expecting a bit of a decline out of Aaron Nesmith this year, but I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy for Bennedict Mathurin because this is well-deserved. All right? Like, we've been waiting on this. We've been waiting on this moment. We know. You know what I'm saying? We all know. And, like, Benn Mathurin was the top 10 pick. Where'd he go? Number 6 overall when we drafted him? Yeah, I think you gotta let. And then let Jarris Walker get some more minutes off the bench, see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes too much sense, man. Like, it makes too much sense to not do it. So, I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I'm excited for this season now. Now I'm like, okay. Like, I'm officially excited for Pacers basketball this upcoming year now. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. I was a little in the dumps about it. I was like, yeah, I can't believe they're gonna bring in Victor Oladipo. I was like, even if I've had my doubts about Bennedict Mathurin, I was like, you at least owe him the opportunity. You at least owe him the opportunity to show you what he can do as a starter. And if they would have brought in Oladipo and not allowed him to start, and Oladipo would have started, and Benn Mathurin would have continued coming off the bench, I would have had to speak on it. That's all I'm saying. If that would have been the result, and they came out and said that Oladipo was gonna be the starter, I would have had to speak on it. Like, I would have really made a video that would have not been safe for work. Let's put it that way. So, anyway. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.